moral hazard is basically what I've been looking at an individual level. And this is also only the thing I can say something about, because it's only individuals, and individuals are, when confronted with the idea of SAI and doing this global scale intervention, they tend to be scared. It touches them on a deeper level of, this is very big and we should avoid this. And yes, disclaimer, I've done research with Germans, and you might say they are not representative for anyone or anyone else in the world, not even the West, or even less for people in the South, in the global South. But also in other cultures, people are touched by the idea and are concerned that this is too big. And there we see that they say, okay, if climate change is that urgent and that you start thinking about interventions at that scale, really we should do something about climate change. We should change our ways, we should do more, we should have more climate action. And this is what they're calling for. And we see that in deliberative exercises, so they shy away from SAI, even though keeping open the back door for, but maybe do research or not, because really, if it really gets really bad, we might want to do it. But also we see that in people who get information on SAI, they donate more for climate change compared to people who don't get the information. So even if they're not discussing it for weekends, if they just like really briefly introduce the idea, there is a change in the perception of climate change. So I have no idea whether that's a lasting change, which translates into actual behavior, but this is what the gut reaction of people is. But then, as it doesn't translate, I don't know whether it translates into actual behavior. And we also have another societal level. So there might be interests from, for example, fossil fuel extractors and industries that have a status quo bias, and we are all liable to status quo bias because we want to keep doing what we're doing. We want to keep our wealth or our situations the way we are, because change might be something we don't want to have. And SAI might be a way not to change our status quo. And actors on a societal level can use the arguments for, oh, it's a simpler solution, and why not use this technological solution instead of actually changing our outset and our infrastructure, the ways we're doing things. And this is a real danger of reduction in mitigation happening because of the idea of SAI. And if it only remains an idea, because in the end, we cannot do enough research, because I don't know, David, you've been trying for 4 years to get ScopeX off the ground, so it's not really moving all that much. And if it remains an idea, and this idea enters an option space, it might have a detrimental impact on the mitigation efforts people are doing. So I cannot answer the questions whether there is a moral hazard, but there might be on a societal level. And that would obviously be problematic, but the answer is still open and will remain open for quite some time.